Okay, I pre-did most of it because I know you want to sit there and watch me whipping whipped cream, but you want heavy whipping cream. We don't want half and half or milk. We want heavy whipping cream, ice cold if you can. And I add about 1.5 cups, and I'm not a measurer. This is not something you really need to measure, but about 1.5 cups to about 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Powdered sugar just, it blends better. If you have granulated, you could do it, but I think powdered is the way to go. So I want to teach you how to elevate your desserts with flavored whipped cream. So you're going to go ahead and all is in here is the cold, heavy whipping cream and sugar. That's it. And you don't want it too sweet, but you want, see how the beaters, how it's sticking? That's how you want it. You don't want to keep beating it. It's going to turn into butter. And then, not that butter's bad, but I want to talk about some flavors. So regardless of what you're going to do, vanilla extract, it's got to go in there. So in here, I would do like 1.5 teaspoons. Okay, I don't measure. I just dollop. Okay, so that's going to go in regardless of what you're doing. Why? Because it just adds a nice base flavor. So I'm going to whip that. Make sure that's mixed really well. And real whipped cream is amazing. Don't buy that Cool Whip crap. This is the real deal. In fact, let's have Veronica taste it. Just vanilla right now. Just taste vanilla. Here, here. Oh, you do it. I mean, just by itself.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Delicious.
It's delicious. So,
Love that.
let's talk about flavors. Okay, so we have pumpkin pie. What goes with pumpkin pie? I pulled out some things. I'm not a big boozer, so I don't have a lot of alcohol, but think about what you have in your cabinet. And if you don't drink, don't fear. These are just extracts. So you're not going to get drunk off of this unless you're like trying to get drunk off of it. You can buy the little tiny bottles of alcohol at any Bevmo or whatever. There's the mini ones, and they're this size. This has alcohol in it. Just FYI, okay? So I'm thinking about flavors that go well. You could do, if you're like really like the flavors of alcohol, you could do brandy, and then you could add cinnamon and nutmeg and things like that. That would be beautiful. However, I was thinking about Bailey's salted caramel. Can you imagine Bailey's salted caramel? So that we're gonna do a couple different ones so you can get the idea. I also bought some maple butter, and it's just maple syrup that they've whipped in there. So what about a maple butter, cinnamony kind of whipped cream that's gonna go on top of your pumpkin pie? Hello, amazing, right? What about Fireball? Now this is Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire. I think this has a better flavor, but whatever one you like, but that's a cinnamon flavor. Cinnamon on pumpkin pie, hello? So you would add about a teaspoon and a half of this, or whatever alcohol to put it inside the whipped cream. And then I would also grate some fresh cinnamon in it, okay? So we're gonna just make a few different little ones off to the side so we can taste them. So I know we wanted to do a maple one, right? You wanted to do a maple one?
Yes.
So let's dollop this out. So it already has about 1.5 cups of cream, and I beat it till it starts to get thicker. Then I add about 1/4 cup of powdered sugar. Now this is not sweet at all. If you want it sweeter, add more sugar. It's completely up to you. I like it to be less sweet, so it's not so much going on. Let's add some maple butter into this. Okay, so this is like, it almost has the consistency of honey. Look, it's already gooing down. Look at how gorgeous that is. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna lick my fingers.
Okay, so where did you get this at?
I got that at Trader Joe's.
Oh, wow, okay.
It's one of their new things. I also have this Vermont vanilla bean infused maple syrup. Now, you can make your own infused maple syrup. You don't have to buy these kinds. Buy a vanilla bean or two, split it, cut it down the center, take a paring knife and slit it, because what you're trying to do is get the inside, put it in a bottle of maple syrup and put it on the shelf. Oop. And it will infuse. So you can make your own, but this is what I have. So let's just whip that maple syrup in there. Let's add a little bit of this Bailey's, because I think the salted caramel would be so good. Again, just about like a teaspoon-ish. Okay, I'm gonna whip that. And I think that this one, because the salted caramel, I think a little nutmeg would elevate it.
Now, see, I would be intimidated to even try that because I would think that it would ruin the consistency.
It doesn't.
That is amazing.
It doesn't. And it'll keep in the refrigerator But you can see how it has a very cool
Oh, yeah.
whippy-like consistency. Ooh, and it
Yeah, I'm
smells.
already
Can you
drooling.
smell it?
Yes.
I know. I'm like,
Drooling.
okay, let me get you a clean spoon. So let's taste this. We're running out of
It
food.
smells amazing.
Yeah, we've got some plastic ones we can. So let's try this and just see what it tastes like.
Okay.
Oh, mama.
Mmm.
Mmm.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
And you can add a little bit more. Like it could take some more. However boozy you want it to be. Again, if you got a crazy uncle that just won't start yakking, put a little more in his so that he takes a nap. The turkey doesn't. Okay, so that's one. Let's try Fireball. Let's try the Fireball, and let's do a cinnamony flavored one. Okay, so let's do a couple dollops of that. And again, this is 1.5 cups ish of really cold, heavy whipping cream, and about 1/4 cup to 1/2 cup, depending on what you like, powdered sugar. Beat it with your mixer, hand mixer, KitchenAid, whatever you have. You want it to have stiffer peaks. Can you see that? Okay. You don't want it to be butter, but you want it to be thick. All right. So let's add a little bit of this Fireball in here. I mean, that just smells so good. And on pumpkin pie.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Anything fall. I mean, just.
I know, it smells like fall.
Just on everything. Have your coffee
All
in the
right,
morning.
so we'll do that. We'll put about a
Dollop on
teaspoon.
everything.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with some real cinnamon on it. Again, just to kind of elevate it. And you could do this on top too. It would be really pretty,
Yeah.
you know, to serve it on top. But we're just going to mix that in. And this could go on ice cream. It could go on anything. I mean, you could just, you know, have fun with it. I think I just want to put a little bit more cinnamon. I want to see those flecks. I also have vanilla bean paste that I want to kind of show you too, because you can buy vanilla bean paste. It's really expensive, but it has the flecks of vanilla bean in it, and you'll get a really like delicious texture to it and flavor. Let's see, we've got more plastic spoons.
I didn't know how easy that was to make because we would drive out to Vegas for Boozy whipped cream.
Oh yeah,
So now we can just make that at home and just.
that's good. It's got that back. You can taste it in the back of your mouth, but it's not like over the top. And you can cater it if you want it to be more Fireball. Add more. I'm keeping it very, very light. It's just a hint of it.
Yeah.
So like even if your kids had it, it's perfect.
Yeah.
This is in a big thing of whipped cream. This is nobody's getting drunk on this. This is literally just like an extract. I have a butterscotch schnapps. Would that be delicious? You could add caramel. You could add not for pumpkin pie, but you could do Grand Marnier. You know, depending on the pie you have. You could do dark rum would be beautiful. There's so many different infusions you could do depending on what kind of pie or what kind of dessert you're making. I mean, creme de menthe on a different kind of dessert. You know what I mean? Not on the pumpkin pie, but you get the drift. So you're using the alcohol infusions as an additive, like an extract. Still add vanilla extract, and then add whatever else you want to do, and just taste it. If you think it's good, it's good. If you want more, add more and mix it. Now, whipped cream like this will keep in the fridge. You know, I wouldn't do it way ahead of time. I would do it like, you know, I like to do it right when I'm going to serve it, honestly. It just takes, you know, while we were on a break, I was just whipping it just because it's loud and I think it's boring for you guys to sit here and watch me whip. But what would you say? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. It's not a big deal.
No longer than 3 minutes.
Yeah. So if you're going to be a guest somewhere and you want to bring like an amazing dessert, hello, Veronica's pie, and then you whip out your Fireball and your whipped cream and you make it on the spot. People are going to be like, this chick is like
the instant favorite.
Yeah, you're the instant favorite. So get inspired by flavor and what goes together. You could do lemon zest in it. You could do all kinds of things to elevate the flavor of this. You could do caramel in there. Gosh, sky's the limit. I'm just thinking about anything.
Yeah.
Make sure you're starting with good ingredients. Good, heavy whipping cream, powdered sugar, good vanilla extract. This is a Madagascar vanilla. Whatever you like, just do something good. Do a good grade maple syrup if you're going to do maple syrup in it, a good cinnamon, fresh nutmeg, those kind of things, just elevate it. And I would serve it, which one do you want? What whipped cream do you want on yours?
All of them.
Okay, we could do a mix. All right, we're going to eat pie because Veronica's pie is done.
I'm not the best at cutting, so.
That's all right.
That's what we got.
So we'll do you want a scoop of both? We'll do a scoop of both.
Sure.
All right, where's the other, oh, here's this one. I'm like, where's the other one? All right. And then I'm just going to dust some nutmeg on there because I think it'll be pretty. I like a lot of whipped cream. And then we'll just dust it. How pretty.
Very beautiful.
You could shape chocolate on the top.
Anything.
So pretty. Okay, there's yours.
Thank you.
Forks are behind you right there. I'll try a little of both too. Why not? I mean, whipped cream is like candy.
This is
Chemicals.
awesome. Yeah, I had no idea how
It's
easy it was to
just-
make that, so I will be making my own now.
Exactly, and you'll be the hit of the party, especially if they know they have Fireball in it, or peppermint schnapps, or whatever you're doing.
Ooh, for Christmas.
Yes, peppermint schnapps would be
Perfect.
so great. And then you could crush like peppermint candy on top.
Yeah.
Like, guys, it's very simple. You can just elevate things so easily. So,
All right,
cheers
Cheers.
to your pie and to Boozy whipped cream. Mmm. Oh my gosh,
Mmm.
that is so good.
Delicious.
Absolutely good. If you guys have any questions, drop them below and we'll get back to you. And I'm going to post her recipe and the link for her cute little cookie cutters in the last video. But I have to wait for my son to upload it onto Facebook or to YouTube because I am like completely lame when it comes to technology. So if you're not subscribed, go to my Foodie Princess YouTube channel, and that's where all the videos are. They're on YouTube. So once I've done them and they're on Facebook Live, they get lost. So everything's on there. The soup I made, the prime rib, all these fall Thanksgiving dishes are all on YouTube. So go to Foodie Princess, hit the subscribe button, and then when the videos are downloaded, it will alert you. And then if you have any questions, you can call, or not call, don't call us.
Don't call.
But
Just
you can message us.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't answer the phone because we're eating pie.
We're eating. We're busy. Yeah,
All right,
we're
guys.
baking.
We're gonna have our Boozy pie.